Hi, advent calendars, beauty advent calendars, specifically not, chocolate or something a bit more exciting than beauty at the moment. Beauty advent calendars, back when they were first introduced, they were quite exciting. That was very early 2010s. Yeah, more than a decade ago, actually. I mean, think about it as a bigger, more exciting beauty box. A beauty box contains 4 or 5 products, 6 products drops. An advent calendar, 25 products, new one each day. They were fresh, the concept was new, the products included were very current, they were exciting and useful, they were generous sizes, they were value for money. I'm not just making this up, this isn't nostalgia talking, people. If you do look at my own reviews or previews or unboxings from 2015, which is when I bought my first one, 2016, 2017, 2018 even, there were good ones. Yeah, there were better ones out there. Now, what has happened? Firstly, everybody and their mother-in-law now has an advent calendar. Secondly, now I'll tell you what's happening in advent calendars now. Beauty advent calendars, people. You've got 1 or 2 solid, exciting products. You may have a Pat McGrath product in there, or one Byredo product in there, or one Charlotte Tilbury or something really, really big, a big name brand, a big product, very exciting new launch there. The rest, 1 or 2 products are like that. The rest, oh my god. You have non-beauty now. You've got hair clips, you've got scrunchies and hair ties, you've got toothpaste, you've got mirrors, you've got tweezers, you've got nail files, you've got all that now, instead of proper beauty products, which for me are makeup, skincare, bath and body. Maybe hair care, makeup, skincare, bath and body. Instead of that, you've got all these other things there. And you even have supplements, people, supplements. And a lot of this tart, it is tart actually. It is tart that is possibly made very cheaply, costs very little to manufacture, made in bulk, and are just used as space fillers to fill up a door where you could have given us something better. The whole point of advent calendars is so that we have exciting new things to try out, and if we like those things, we buy those things again. So that way the brand gets free publicity and sort of markets that product, and we have something new and exciting to try. I feel that this is where advent calendars are failing miserably. There is nothing exciting and new to try out in these advent calendars. It's all samey, it's all oft-repeated, it's all tripe and tat, it's all overpriced, it's all low-value items, under eye patches and things like that, tweezers. But, where is the exciting newness for us to try? The other trend, packaging has become so fancier and so much bulkier now, and less utilitarian. You had a time when, that gorgeous look fantastic advent calendar came in Alice in Wonderland themed packaging. And that had all these drawers which you could use to store makeup brushes and things, Not only pretty, but also very useful. Now you have bulk. Now you have not only more storage room required to store them. You also have a lot of waste, which is bad for the environment. The other trend, the cost is going up. The average advent calendar now costs £250, at least. Yeah, around 250-ish pounds. Liberty is now 250, used to be 195. Cult Beauties went up from 195 quid to 235 pounds last year. I have no doubt the cost will be more this year as well. So 195 pounds up to 235 to 250 quid. What is this? There's a cost of living crisis going on. What are these people on about by increasing the costs like this? I don't know about you, but financially I am worse off than I was in 2015 when I bought my first beauty advent calendar. I'm worse off than last year, come to think of it. I'm worse off than 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, even last year. I'm worse off right now. So you're increasing the cost of these things and not giving us value. And I, for one, am financially worse off than I was before. And I'm sure there are other people like me out there. So without going into too much details, so what do you want about by increasing the cost on and on at a time like this? I don't know about you, but I've had to reduce the cost of my spending on beauty as well. Right now, my routine, I've had to find substitutes. my mascara went from Lancome to Essence because, affordability. So I now use the Essence mascara, which is a lot cheaper than the Lancome. I use Purito primarily in my skincare, that is serum, which is quite cost effective. Hada Labo, again, very cost effective for 170 mils of product. My moisturizer is CeraVe, again a whopping amount you get for a low price. Again, Purito Cica Clearing BB Cream, very, very cost effective. So I downsize like that. I mean, reduce costs like that. So at this point, when you send out 250 quid worth advent calendars and give us tweezers and tripe like that, Tarte and tripe, it's really, really, irksome. I mean, it just smacks of arrogance and greed. So the next thing that is changing is that beauty itself, beauty products, makeup and skincare, the new launches have been very unexciting, very uninspiring, haven't they? Nothing exciting has been launching recently. Have you seen anything really exciting? I mean, we all have our routines set already in makeup and skincare. Where are all the exciting lippies and beautiful eyeshadows and really nice palette? I mean, yes, there are endless permutations and combinations out there. There is innovation yet to be had. Where is all of that? The new launches are so boring, downright boring. The only thing that I do like the look of are those Lisa Eldridge liquid lipsticks. And that's Lisa Eldridge. It's not going to turn up in an advent calendar unless she does one. Huh? Lisa Eldridge liquid lipsticks. I do want the shade Muse, and I might buy Muse, but buying just one doesn't really appeal to me. If she does Blush Lightly liquid lipstick sometime in October, I might think about Muse and Blush Lightly. So, other than that, what has launched this year that I really, really want? I only want the Lisa Eldridge liquid lippies. Other than that, I don't want anything beauty-wise that has launched this year. The only exciting thing, beauty product that's come into my life recently were our multichrome eyeshadows. And, multichrome eyeshadows are not going to come in beauty advent calendars. Multichrome eyeshadows are mostly by indie brands. Mainstream brands, very few do multichrome eyeshadows. Natasha Denona does a few. Pat McGrath, just a few. They're not going to come in advent calendars. So even in Bath and Body, exciting new launches just aren't there. Sol de Janeiro hasn't launched a new product in a long, long time. Where are all those gorgeously exciting Bath and Body creams, lovely moisturizers and lush shower gels? Where are all of those? And beautifully scented scrubs? Not there. Skincare again, nothing innovative, nothing really groundbreaking. So it's not a very exciting time. I mean, I dare say people new to beauty, even so, they're going to look at previous launches, older launches, and say, oh, that's a lot more exciting than what's coming out now. So nothing exciting in beauty now. The other thing that advent calendars are doing is, instead of sending out 24 or 25 decent products, they are sending 29, 35, 40, 50 products, most of which are not full-sized. Apart from that, most of which are low-value items, under-eye patches, single sheet mask and things like that, makeup removing towel and tweezers, as I said, and things like hair clips. So more products, but of lesser value. Instead, send us proper 24 or 25 products. That's the point of advent, isn't it? And send us proper products, I say. Another thing that advent calendars are doing, they're having one or two very, very, very high value, I mean not just high value, price hiked products in there. One or two products like that. Dr. Barbara Sturm, for instance, £235 for one 30ml serum, £235 for one hyaluronic 30ml serum, or the Agustinus Beta products, or Avant is another brand where you have really jacked up prices there. So they're putting in these products and say, oh look, our calendar is worth 10,000 quid. No, it's not. You're just having these products in there that with ginormous price tags, where the price is seriously hiked up, because you have Hada Labo, which is a solid hyaluronic acid, 4 or 5 different molecular weights of hyaluronic acid. You get 170 mils of it for what? 15 quid, 17 quid, something like that. Yeah, on Yes Time. And then you have 230 mils, and you have the 235 quid for 30 mils of Dr. BS's hyaluronic acid. It just doesn't even begin to make sense. That's something else that I don't like what advent calendars are doing. This wasn't the case before. They did not add up include these single one or two products with huge price tags in there. Now they're doing that. Another trend is so many repeats from previous year's products, so many repeats. Not only from previous year's advent calendars, but across other advent calendars as well. Pretty much everybody sends out the Paula's Choice Paula's Choice 2% BHA. Pretty much everybody sends out the Augustinus Bader cream. Pretty much everybody sends out those 111 skin, either sheet mask or under eye patches, or tiny little sample of something. It doesn't have to be this way. We have seen advent calendars which did not have any of these things. Last year's cohorted advent calendar was just 49 quid, and really, really, really good for that price, This year I will be looking at the cohorted advent calendar, lots and lots of full sizes, just 12 products, but they did those 12 products really well, achieving a nice balance of exciting new things for us to try out. Exciting new things for us to try. That is the key point here of advent calendars. Where was that? I feel that pretty much all advent calendars have lost that factor. So at a time when there are concerns about the environment, about economics, about wastage, about a major cost of living crisis, I feel that companies are showing their arrogance and their greed, and with the way they're making these advent calendars, are not a cash grab, with the way they're making horrible packaging, with the way they're increasing costs like anything, giving us low value and tatty items. I do not know of anyone who would possibly keep tweezers, mirrors, and things like that from these advent calendars for a very, very, very long time, until the end of their days. So all this is, going to be a huge problem for the environment. It's all going to be landfill, isn't it? And £250 can go a long, long, long way in buying, your Christmas presents or something essential, something that you will spend on anyway. 250 quid doesn't have to be spent on utter tout. So what I usually do on this channel is I look at the cost of the full-sized products alone in the advent calendar, because the rest of it is they're free, they're samples, they're gifts with batches. You shouldn't count the value for non-full-sized products, and then see if the full-sized products comes up to the value of the advent calendar, to the cost of the advent calendar, not value, cost of the advent calendar. One more thing, you should look at the cost of the full-sized products that you alone will use. Yeah, because what is the point of having a full-sized Augustinus Bader product that you will not touch? It doesn't matter how much it costs. If you will use a product, it is full size, then calculate the cost of that product, add all such products, add the cost of those products up, and just that total come up to the cost of the advent calendar, then it is worth it for you. Otherwise it is not, I'm afraid. So what is the future of advent calendars? The way I see it, what's going to happen is they're not going to sell out, unless they're really, really good. Very few of them will actually sell out, and then they'll start having sales. Reduce the cost, reduce the cost, reduce the cost, reduce the cost in sales post-advent calendar season or something, or, after Black Friday. And then, some people may buy, may not buy, and a lot of it is going to become landfill, including the packaging, and that is really, really, really sad. History will judge these advent calendar companies for making so much awful, creating all this unforgivable waste there. Instead, had they, put in a reasonable price tag and given us value for our money, and given us exciting new things to try in there, we'd have bought them, enjoyed them, kept them, and recycled them sensibly later. This is just a right mess that these companies have created. So I'm really sure that a lot of these will not be selling out this year. As opposed to 2015 or 2018 even, where advent calendars used to sell out before they even launched. Pre-order, pretty much everything is just sell out. Now, ages later, nothing is selling out. Last year's Net-a-Porter advent calendar actually sold out in 2023. I don't know if it actually sold out, but the cost was really low. 50%, less than 50%. One of you told me that in a comment. Yeah, that was, I think, in February or March. Can you believe it? Not selling out till March. So eventually, when they find that sales are so low and so, lackluster, and they've got to reduce the price so much, I think what they're going to do is slowly start phasing out. slowly. You know, when balance sheets don't add up properly, they're going to look at where the profits lay and where the losses were, and they're going to realize that these aren't actually bringing them much profit anymore, so they're going to stop doing them. I think, you know, the days of the beauty advent calendar, unless, you know, they improve them, which I don't see happening because greed, people, or maybe some other concept will come, something else, you know, some other method of cash grabbing will turn up, and the companies, beauty companies, will concentrate on that. But at the moment, beauty advent calendars are, you know, sadly a long way from how they were when they first launched. No longer exciting, too highly priced, and of very little value inside. And that is a sad state of affairs. Now, apart from looking forward to the cohorted, I will be looking at the contents of everything else just to sneer at, and just to, you know, laugh at. Unless, you know, they blow me away and prove me wrong, in which case that is very well, but I doubt it. I think there's going to be opportunities for dissing a lot on this channel this year. A lot of dissing opportunities on this channel. So join me in dissing them, yeah. So what are your thoughts on beauty advent calendars? Do you think they're, you know, exciting, and do you look forward to them? Or do you think that, like me, they're, you know, they're not as good as they were anymore? Do you think there's just one or two out there? Will you be looking forward to seeing the contents of those one or two advent calendars this year as well? Or will you, you know, are you sneering at the entire lot? Do tell me anyway in the comments below. So that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up. Please do hit the subscribe button. Please do ring the notifications bell. And I'll speak to you soon.